Everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs. Happy Friday. My project today is a box that I wish I had done yesterday for the Little Debbie cakes because it will fit that. I just didn't think I was finishing up the Christmas Friends and I was going to start this, but I didn't even think to wait. I should have waited. I'm sorry about this, but this will hold a cake. Alrighty, inside of this one I have some of the Redbird mints. I got them from Dollar Tree, and this will, I put about 4 or 5 in here. This will fill 5 of your boxes, so pretty economical for that, but it will also fit the Little Debbie cake. Alright, the box measures 3 by 4.5 by 1. And I'm using the Decorative Trees bundle. Now, the dies are not in stock right now, but the stamp set is, so of course the bundle's not in stock. It says that the trees dies are coming back in on December 2nd, but this is sold out twice, so I think a lot of you may already have it. And I'm using the Deckled Rectangle dies. Alright, now, my kit I will be using, I'll be doing it in the next couple weeks. So I have another wedding, my niece's wedding this weekend. It's just been a very busy fall. Alright, I'm going to be using the Reindeer Fun for my bundle. I think it is on the low inventory list, so if you're looking to get it, I would get that soon. Alright, so what we need for this project is a piece of garden green that is 9 by 8 3/8. We need a piece of garden green for stamping. I cut this rectangle from the Country Woods Designer Series paper using the Deckled Rectangle dies, and it is 2 1/8 by 3.5. We need a piece of garden green that's going to back up this rectangle that is 2 3/8 by 3 3/4. All this will be on my blog. And then this is from the Sentimental Christmas DSP. It's very beautiful paper. We need 2 pieces that are 2 3/4 by 4 1/8. 2 that are 3/4 by 4 1/8. And 2 that are 2 3/4 by 3/4. Alright. This is my host code. Please put that in for any purchases under $150, not including your shipping and tax. I would appreciate that. And please subscribe and hit the like button. Alright, I'm going to get my Simply Scored. And we're going to be starting on the 9-inch side. Score at 1, 4, 5, and 8. Turn it to the 8 3/8 side and score at 1, 2, 6 3/8, and 7 3/8. Alright, now fold and burnish your score lines. Alright, you can put this either way as long as there are 2 1-inch strips on the top and the bottom. And this is what we're going to be doing. Okay, so what we're going to do first to make this a little bit faster is the 4 pieces on each side we're going to cut off first. So we're going to go to the second score line, cut it to the second score line, and then take those 4 off. Okay, and then go to the other side, go to the second score line from this side, cut it to the second score line, and then take these off. Okay, and that's where we started. Alright, now both of these sections, these score lines, we're going to cut them to the second score line. Take off the bottom square and wedge the top one. Okay, and now the other side, go to these two score lines and cut them to the second score line. Take off the bottom squares and wedge the top ones. Okay. Now these top and bottom 1-inch strips, we're going to just wedge a little bit off of each side so that it doesn't block our flap when we try to put it in the box. Okay, and then we're going to take a corner rounder and round the corners of this flap here. All right. And that's what your cardstock should look like when you're done scoring and cutting. Okay, now we need some liquid glue, or you could use tear-in tape or Stampin' Seal Plus. And I'm going to put glue on the tabs. And I'm going to take the score line on the tab and make it straight with the rectangle that's next to it. Okay, and then the second set, we're going to do the same thing, just the other side of that rectangle. Okay, there's your box. All right, now we need our DSP. And the two pieces that are 2 3/4 by 4 1/8 are going to go on the top and the bottom of these flap. You can put a third one down here, but usually it's laying down. All right, and then the 3/4 by 4 1/8 are the long sides, and the 2 3/4 by 3/4 are the short sides. All right, now we'll let that dry and we're going to do our stamping. So we need our piece of, nope, that's fine. Our piece of garden green, and we're going to be doing the inside and outside of the tree, and then we're going to do the sentiment with some Versamark ink and emboss it. So first we need shaded spruce ink. And I'm going to do the inside first. And then the outline. Great. Okay. Then I'll cut this out and I'll be right back. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this with my heat tool just to make sure it's dried up, because I don't want it to emboss the rest of it. Okay. Then I'm going to take my sweatshirt and just kind of get any static electricity off. Yeah, I didn't get any ink on me. It should be fine. All right, I'm going to get some scrap, some Versamark ink, and I'm going to put a Very Merry Christmas about in the middle. So I go to like this second bow, have that be my bottom. Okay. And then I'm going to sprinkle it with white embossing powder. Ooh, that was a lot. good. And then I'm going to heat this up with my heat tool. All right, there we have it. Okay, so now we need our 2 rectangles, and we're going to glue these together. This Country Woods paper is very versatile because I couldn't find anything that I wanted to. Everything was a little too busy to back up the tree. All right. And then we're going to get, this is actually Sweet Sorbet ribbon. We don't have any Poppy Parade ribbon right now, but this is pretty close. This is on clearance right now for $3.20 if you don't have some from, I think it went with the Bee Sweet. All right, I'm just going to tie a bow around the middle. I'm putting the bow on the left side. Okay, and then we're going to take some dimensionals and put our tree on over it. I'm just going to take a side for the top. I'll make sure that my ribbon's in the middle. Okay, now we need our box, and we're going to put dimensionals on the back of this. Okay, and I'm just going to put this right in the middle, just like that. Alrighty, and now they have gold braided trim. I have some trim. Right now they have gold braided trim, but I have this trim. It was from last year or the year before, so I'm just going to use that. But the braided trim is probably very pretty. All right, and then I'm going to put a little teeny dot of glue on top of the tree. All right, and I'm going to hit it with my heat gun to kind of make it tacky. Go right up there, and it should stick a little bit easier if it's a little bit tacky. Okay. And let me just trim this as a little longer. Great. All right, and then for the final touch, I'm going to use some blooming pearls and my Take Your Pick tool. Wow, these really got messed up. And I'm going to put 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, just like that. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Please subscribe. Bye.